Is started out as a tracker for my Withings scale and has since grown into something that'll track any health data you want to type into it. Other important thing I was trying to achieve in this demonstration is using memories. I really wanted to experiment with the memories feature of Lindy. So without further ado, we'll go back into test mode and we're going to do message received, and I'm going to type in what would come from the Withings scale, which is weight, fat mass, muscle mass. A heart pulse wave velocity is kind of interesting. It tells you the stiffness of your arteries and gives you an idea of your kind of danger of heart attack and stuff like that. So you're going to feed that in, and it's going to fire off. And so we've got a message received. And it does contain health data, so we're going to keep going. Hopefully, if this goes well, it will add it to the agent memory. I have just, yeah, it did it, good. I have seen that agent memory does some interesting things, and we get a little bit of an encouraging message. The agent says the second agent down here says the task is complete, and it gives us a nice, where we are and stuff like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing again, but this time I'm going to lower the weight by a kilogram, I'm going to lower the fat mass by a kilogram, and I'm going to increase the muscle mass by a kilogram. And I am going to run this the same way again. And boom. So that's another way I can kick it off, is using tasks. If all goes well, it did add the memory. And so you can actually see what it added. And we've got our recent measurements. And now we start to see trends. I lost a pound. Okay, I lost 2 pounds in fat and I gained a pound in muscle, right? I wish that fast. And the heart pulse wave, it basically says, hey, that's good for arterial health. And then we get a nice encouraging message from ChatGPT basically saying you're making real progress, keep up the incredible work. Okay, so that's, pretty cool. Let's go back over to the flow here. And now I could do new measure withings, which would, and I could also send inbound email. I'm going to leave that as an exercise to the reader. The important one is this timer. This timer basically is going to go out at 5 a.m. every morning, and it's going to produce, hey, what's going on with your health trends? And while it's doing that, I'm going to show you the email that I get. So this is what the email looks like. Okay, so now we've got something that's saying how I'm doing, a little bit of trend analysis, trend information, which direction am I going, and good stuff like that, right? So now I'm going to get this message, which you can see appearing here at 5 a.m. every morning, that's going to remind me to get on the scale. My waistline is 44 inches, right? Oh, I typed weight. Let's see if it gets it instead of waist. I love this stuff. I misspell stuff and it still works. It just blows my mind. Let's go over to memories so you can kind of get a sense of this, okay? Of what is going on behind the scenes. This was the thing I really wanted to kind of check out. Make sure to press refresh if you're using the agent, just so you can see the memories. And now you can see the memories, right? So, it knows about my waistline measurement of 44 inches. It knows about my 2 readings of 97 and 98, so it can develop trends. If I go back over to test, and I go back to here, and I go back to message received, and I go, my waistline, this time I spell it right, is 43 inches, and it will pretty much do what you expected. So the point is you could track any health measurement, not just withings, that you want to type in every day. You want to track your waistline, you want to track your neck circumference, whatever you want to track, you can type it in as long as you use the same text every time. This is what the final email looks like, okay? And you can see that it's got the weight. This is that agent is figuring out that I'm entering values. I'm not programming it about waistline. Nowhere did I ever declare the concept of waistline anyplace. But the memory is what's figuring out that I'm tracking waistline. And it allows me to track any health measurement I want to track without any additional programming. That is the power of memory. That's what I wanted to show in this agent. Thank you very much.